Sup, it's your unfriendly red rat neighbor Kevin Carnage, and I'm back with a brand new video. This is what if Naruto had the Parasite, to be exact. This idea came up when I was doing a little bit of gardening, and my prize plant, or my prize bonsai tree, um, developed a parasite that was kind of fucking with it badly. That shit cost me a lot. But anyway, but this idea is in honor of my bonsai tree, and yes, I have a motherfucking bonsai tree. Yeah. Anyway, the thumbnail was created by Six Master of the Meister Clan. Link will be in the description, with others such as Kid Zeus of Kid Zeus Studios, Zoku Meister, Lord Titan, number 8, Liam Meister, just to name a few. These are what if creators that I think are amazing. Go check them out. When you over there, and tell them the Carnage Man sent you. Also, don't forget to like, leave a comment down below, hit that subscribe button, tickle that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. One more thing before we get straight into it, my Discord and TikTok link will be in the description. Also, my TikTok is where, if you want to see my small animation, also a bit of what I do at home, basically fucking with my cats and stuff, and playing with my dog. We play karate and shit. Anyway, if you want to see the art animation, check out my TikTok. If you want to just holla and talk to a nigga, go to my Discord. All the links in the description. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get straight into this. We're gonna start off with everything is as in canon up to the point of them getting the mission to the land, to the whirlpool. No, to the waves. Wait, was it waves? Yeah, to the land of waves, where they fought Zabuza and Haku. Basically, this is a different universe in a whole. So, majority of the main characters would have not main characters. I want to change Haku's gender. Simple as that. So, that nigga wanna smash Haku long time. Anyway, so reason why we're starting here, because I want Naruto to be a little bit older than getting the parasite when baby, no, and experience of stealing his scroll of stealing, because he's going to be doing that a lot now. Basically, he's going to be stealing a lot of scrolls, my nigga. But anyway, so we get off Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura. They already fought Zabuza. Kakashi already depleted majority of his chakra and is now bedridden for a period of time. And they got debriefed and stuff. Naruto still met Haku in the forest. They got that he got that enlightenment to start with and stuff. And they proceeded to, go to bed with Sasuke still tripping on why fucking Kakashi has the Sharingan. Why does he has the Sharingan? Yeah. I'm excited today. Granted, I just lost my bonsai tree and shit, but I insured that shit. Anyway, so we put it off to the situation. So Naruto is sleeping. All of a sudden, a little wormy looking thing came, he's scrolling through the window. Same scene as in Parasite. If y'all don't know what Parasite is, it's a movie where this guy got infected with a worm thingy, and it tried to get in his brain, but it didn't succeed, and then got lodged in the guy's arm and shit. That's Parasite. Basically, the thumbnail design is actually how he really looks. It's not like literally like the same guy, because it's totally two different Parasite, to be exact. They just have the same outcome on achieving, getting a host, or for their ill and stuff. So like I said, the worm thingy slid through a window and came into Naruto's room. And he saw Naruto. Naruto did eat some shit earlier, and a few of them was stuck in his fucking nose. And Naruto was breathing slightly and stuff with the wormy thingy trying to get in. No, not in his nose, in his ears or some shit. no, he had pillows over his ears. He was covering his ears because he had a fucked up nightmare. I just make that up quickly. He had a fucked up nightmare, and he was covering his ears with his pillows and stuff. In his sleep, but then he felt the crawling, on his chest because he was sleeping in the not child pornography, but he was sleeping naked, and he felt the slither on his chest and stuff because the thing slid round and climbed on his shoulder, and he felt it, and he was looking to aim for his nose, but Naruto, with his quick thinking, held on to his nose, and he boogered that shit out, and he got out of bed, looked around, and saw it wasn't around him. As he then, turned around, and on the table, a fucking worm glowing, and it, leaped at Naruto, with Naruto putting his hands up as he looked at his hand. A similar scene as in the same Parasite. The Parasite was in climbing up on his shoulder. So he took his headband and he constricted that shit tightly, and I'm motherfucker thing like as then the others, Sasuke and Sakura and Kazuna and a little brat boy came in and seeing Naruto strangling on his arm, and Sakura, she came in and she's like, "What's going on?" Smacking Naruto on the floor, in the back of the head, and Naruto is trying to explain the worm, it's in my arm, blah blah blah, and shit status, woman. And Sakura is like, "What are you talking about?" And there's no worm there, because then the worm is already assimilated into Naruto's arm, with a little scene happening with inside Naruto. The worm thingy end up reaching into Naruto's subconsciousness slightly, as he saw fucking Kurama. This is what really stopped him from going any further up into Naruto, because Kurama kind of fucking did that intimidation factor on the motherfucker. My boy stopped. I mean, even though he has no knowledge, no fucking understanding, fear was the first thing this little worm thing got introduced to as then. So we get up in the morning, and Naruto is like, wondering what's happening. He feels heavy, as he then hear a voice be like, "I made a mistake. This is a failure." And Naruto gets up and looks around and stuff like this, and sees no one is around. He already has the kunai in the hand that let's say the right hand, his good hand. Wait, Naruto's left-handed, isn't he? Anyway, in his right, let's see. Imagine, click. Turn. That's left. Yeah. Right. Yeah, whatever. In his right hand, and he sees no one's around, and he shrugs that shit off as his mind playing tricks on him. And Kakashi recovered enough that he told them, we go on the tree walking exercise and shit like this, and all, chakra control and shit. And Naruto does this and stuff, and he falls down the tree a couple times. Nightfall came in, and Naruto is still on it. He's still trying his best and stuff, because in more than in canon, he's more interested, more focused in training, he's more focused in training because of the his situation at this time. So he pushes himself to the max, and then all of a sudden he heard a voice saying like, if you continue, you'll kill yourself. And Naruto stopped for a minute, and he looks around, then he looks down to the ground, he look up in the air around the trees, and the voice continue talking, "I'm right here." And Naruto is like, "Who are you? Where are you?" And little thing come out and said, "I'm right here." And Naruto didn't have control of his arm at this moment, with his hand reaching to his face, and as he saw an eyeball on his finger, he panics. He's like, "What?" And he ran a few, couple meters, as then his hand started extending, gripping on a tree to prevent him from continue running. And you know the bug, not the bug, we're gonna give him a name later on. Write in the comments below what you want to call him. If y'all don't, I know you all won't, I'll be coming up with a name in a few. Just let's establish the relationship between Migi, I mean not Migi, but we, Parasite and Naruto at this moment. So the Parasite finally got Naruto to calm down, and Naruto, thinking back, said, thought, yo, this is the worm thingy. He took over my arms. What's going on? With Naruto taking out a kunai to, he was gonna chop that shit off. But similar into the Parasite canon, the Parasite took the kunai and flinched it back into at Naruto, because Naruto was planning on stabbing it in the mouth. Naruto had it on the ground, like, you're gonna die. As then it manifested two finger like appendages grabbing onto the kunai and doing some flippy thingy, and causing the kunai to narrowly missed Naruto's ears and launched into a tree behind him. So fine, he then threatens Naruto and stuff like this, and said that he could reach Naruto's heart. Not true. He could stop everything from working. So he better just, they better just get along. With Naruto, still freaking out, start a conversation and asking what the Parasite's name is. With the Parasite stating he has no use for such frivolous human names or frivolous human identification. And Naruto is be like, well, I gotta call you something. And he said, call me whatever, with Naruto calling him Parasite. Shit, I'm not thinking at home. I'm gonna call him on my cat's name, but I remember my cat's name is T'Challa, Thanos, Mihino, Nobuna, and I named my cat Pervert. Actually, I named it Hentai. But now we're just gonna call the Parasite the Parasite. You know what I mean? The Parasite, not just Parasite. The Parasite. You feel me? So they were talking, and the Parasite was wondering why is he keep on running up a tree for no apparent reason. Naruto explains, for chakra control and stuff like this. In earlier on during the day, Sakura displayed well knowledge or extreme knowledge of chakra control, with the Parasite stating, why don't you go ask the pink-haired girl? I saw her earlier this morning completing that task with ease. Like, she just stood up on the side of a tree, and it's like, Naruto's like, who, Sakura? And Naruto's and the Parasite, yeah, that's her name, Sakura. Yeah, the one with a forehead looking like a mirror. Yeah, I mean, eggplant looking ass. Anyway, so Naruto ends up, taking the Parasite's advice, and arriving back at Tazuna's place, with the little kid still being a little bitchy. Even though Naruto did give him the Taka no Jutsu earlier, he's still adjusting. And we're gonna say earlier, when Naruto gave the boy the Taka no Jutsu, he did hit him, and the boy was like, saying some bullshit to his grandfather. With Naruto not even knowing how it happened, all you could hear was one hand clapping. You know what I mean? Naruto, the Parasite felt something, like, because Naruto's emotion was probably flowing into him, he he smacked the boy like with Sakura coming in like again smacking Naruto, and he's like Naruto being upset about it, turned around and looked at his hand. Is like, what was that for? And he's like, I don't know. The parasite is like, I don't know. I just moved. I'm on. Something's wrong and stuff like this. Man. So throughout that night, Naruto was trying to figure out how he could ask Sakura how she accomplished mastering, or not mastering, but walking on the side of the tree with, at her first try, woman. And he then, got the courage and stuff like this, and he kind of went over to her and he asked her how, with her explaining. And Naruto is like, he's taking in all this information, but who's taking in more information than Naruto was the parasite. You know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna make the parasite do some ninjutsu. Yeah, I'm gonna make him do some ninjutsu. Shoot, 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 hand sign with a sign, be like sign. Yeah. Yeah, so next morning, very early, Naruto got up and went into the forest, like where they were doing that stuff. And Naruto then tried to concentrate in on his first couple of tries, like his first 8, no, yeah, let's put it a high number. At his first 80 tries, he did fucked up. In fact, he had to change multiple trees, because then every time he did, he came on, he presses his chakra. The chakra was too much and it flung them off the tree. Later on, he will be using that shit as a technique. I think Six Meister did something similar to this, where he burst out the chakra from his feet, allowing him to accelerate at a higher speed than when he would just leap off the trees. Anyway, that's not what we're getting at. We're not discussing Naruto's, use of technique at this moment, right? So yeah, so Naruto, at his 120th time, finally, was able to stick on a tree. He tried. That nigga works hard. I tell you, when I tell you he works hard, he doesn't feel like getting things easy is sufficient enough. Working hard is beneficial to him. That's what this guy is right now. That's what Naruto's heart is right now. My boy works hard. My boy makes Rock Lee work hard. Looks like Rock Lee ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, in this particular what if, Rock Lee is doing even more than Naruto. So wait on to when Rock Lee kicks Sasuke's booty. We'll see another session of this. Probably this will be a 3-parter again. I'm not sure. Anyway, so we head on to the point where Naruto is finally able to climb up the tree with ease. To be exact, this is after his 400 try. For today, like it's, let's say today, in a day, he already tried 400 different trees, and let's say 100 of them trees he just switched off, but 100 of 400 trees he did not destroy or damage at all. He just switch off trees because, and maybe he's thinking, oh, this probably is stickier and this stuff big. So he, at the end of this today, to be exact, I'm just using it as a reference, at the end of the day, Naruto ended up mastering tree walking with precise ease, you know what I mean? And not precise ease, but he mastered it after an entire day of hard work. With Sasuke seeing that Naruto is, he's mastered tree walking. He didn't know, he's not about to master it. He mastered tree walking, went over and asked Naruto how he did it. With Naruto not being like, he's not thinking of Sasuke as a rival at this point in time. He's more focused on his goal, with Sasuke making Naruto his rival, and stuff, and stuff. So we hit it off with a situation where Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura and Kakashi is on the bridge with Tazuna and his crew, and um, yeah, Naruto didn't oversleep this time, and he made sure to leave some shadow clones at the land of waves or stuff. You know what I mean? So what eventually stated happen is whenever Naruto uses his shadow clones now, this is ability of his. Whenever Naruto uses his shadow clones, they're more like, they're more durable. They're like, they're harder to burst than in canon because somehow Migi found a way to manipulate Naruto's chakra to input it to the higher extent. Yes, he had to get past fucking Kurama to do that shit, but he end up with yes, my nigga every time, let's see, he end up convincing Kurama that he will allow, or he will try to find a way to unseal him, because then it looks like Kurama is a better host than Naruto. This is a conversation between the Parasite and Kurama, and just allow him to, access to whatever function Naruto has in his body, and he'll convince Naruto to, remove the seal, you know what I mean? And sooner or later this will accomplish. And what we were getting at with what Naruto's shadow clones are, after Migi did some modification, remember this is the ninja universe. Migi did pick up on some ninjutsu while Naruto was sleeping and stuff. Remember, this is not the same day Naruto mastered tree walking. This is probably like a week, week to 10 days later. And let's flash back to the conversation Naruto and Migi had, where Naruto is explaining to Migi what the shadow clones are, with Migi coming up with an idea to make the shadow clones a little bit more durable. So they practiced this technique for a while with Migi performing the hand sign separately from Naruto performing his hand sign, but then merging the two shadow clones that not Migi, the Parasite, and Naruto created. They merge and then cause them to so Migi in itself is taking nutrients from Naruto's bloodstream. So whatever Naruto eats, Migi sustain himself with. But also Migi himself is a living entity of himself, you know what I mean? Not because he's attached to Naruto, meaning he doesn't have chakra. So the Parasite himself, I keep calling the Parasite Migi for some apparent reason. The Parasite himself, even though attached to Naruto, has his own chakra pool or chakra identification. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but yes, it's a thing here now. So whenever they make a shadow clone is like, more durable and 10 times stronger than in canon, meaning he's not dividing his chakra amounts, the shadow clones. He's basically multiplying his shadow clones chakra input, right? Or anyway, so we're on the bridge. Zabuza and Haku finally shows up and stuff, and big fights happen. Naruto, Sasuke, and Haku get into their thing with Sakura protecting the bridge builder Tazuna, and Kakashi fighting Zabuza. You know what I mean? But what end up happening is Naruto, like I said, remember that technique that I said that he overflows the tree with chakra, or overflows the surface, whatever surface he's standing on, with chakra, allow him to move at a more accelerated rate. This allowed him to catch up to Haku's ice mirror Like if he was using Haku's ice mirror, you know what I mean? A few tries, yes, of course. Yes, Sasuke still gets, kind of think. He made Naruto think that he got killed, with Naruto releasing some of the Nine Tails chakra, and the parasite stating to Kurama that this is the time, and he was talking to Naruto at the same time, telling Naruto that there's something within him that could grant him immense power and allow him to move even faster. And Naruto, while moving at accelerated speed, his thought acceleration kind of was fucking up there. He turned, and they with a little fucking backdraft where Migi is standing in front. I mean, the parasite is standing in front of Naruto in a darker figure than Naruto, but is in the same shape of Naruto. And they were talking with Naruto, disclosing to Parasite that he already knows about the Nine Tails seals within him, and he vowed that he will never, never release the Nine Tails. As Naruto's chakra changed from malevolent red to sky blue, a darker chakra, sky blue to be exact. I mean, so you see the chakra emanated from whenever they do that power up and stuff like this. So you see it's like sky blue. Now Naruto's chakra is blue, not sky blue, and Naruto moving even faster than the beginning, catching up to Haku before she even gets into her mirror, as he grabbed her and put her in an armbar, slamming her to the ground, and he punched her in the face a couple of times. Her mask broke, with Naruto subsiding his rage. Granted, this is not Kurama's chakra. This is Naruto's chakra. This is Naruto's Uzumaki chakra. In a sense, it's an evolved form of condensed chakra. It's like, more or less, let me explain it to be close to unlimited chakra, meaning he could do ninjutsu basically longer than anyone else. Now, it's not unlimited to the point he's not. It's more to where Naruto can do high level jutsus and not be tired instantly, and he could perform that high level jutsu multiple times in a single session. Like in a day, let's say that Rashomon thing or whatever, it needs like 4 Kages to summon, right? So he could summon that by himself 4 times in a day, and then proceed to rest up for 2 to 3 days. You know what I mean? So it's not unlimited, but it's grand. You know what I mean? It's up there. It's up there. It's up there past the 4 Hokage's existence. He has power, chakra, even greater than the Uzumaki's. 20 times greater than the Uzumaki, that it got so condensed. You know what I mean? So it's so condensed that it's blue rather than sky blue. You know what I mean? It's dark blue. You know what I mean? And stuff. So Naruto subsided his anger, seeing that it's the girl he was talking to in the forest, and he asked her why, with her explaining that Zabuza is her special someone, and she would do anything to for him, and blah 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 and stuff. Now in the wake of what happened to Kakashi and Zabuza, Kakashi had the upper hand now, and he was about to deliver the final blow and stuff. And Naruto already gave Haku the Takano Jutsu in that span of time. Remember, it's not like fucking 30 seconds and stuff. It's a little while in there. You know what I mean? It's in there and stuff. So I farted. Yo, I hope y'all didn't hear that shit. Oh shit, I'm up re-recording. If y'all heard that fart, excuse me. But I wasn't, don't hold that shit in. I don't want to die. Anyway, so Haku and Naruto is now seeing that Kakashi is going to be delivering the final blow. In fact, Kakashi already summoned Shidori. Anyway, so Haku then pushed Naruto out of the way so she could have, taken the blow. But remember, Naruto is faster. So Naruto, regained his composure, stamped on his feet, filled his feet with chakra, leaped in, karate chop Haku in the back of the neck. At the same time, he arrived at the hand of Kakashi. With him, Kakashi was about to impale Zabuza. Naruto put his hand in front of Kakashi's hand and, manipulated in a way that it ended up with Kakashi and Naruto, hand to hand, like, open palm, hand to hand, with Naruto, receiving severe electrocution, and but not to the point that he's going to die. He just turns and looks at Kakashi and says, your Zabuza was manipulated by this, this jerk, Kazuna Zaku, what's his name again? Zabuza, no, I forgot that guy's name. With Kakashi, deactivating his, Shidori, Naruto getting on one knee, Haku finally, not finally, but he's trying to get up, and Naruto, as Kakashi, deactivated his summon, guess who is showing up? Gato? Yeah, Gato. Yeah, it's Gato, right? Yeah, Gato then showed up with his hoodlums of people, and earlier Naruto's clone dispersed, telling him that, that's why Naruto knew that Zabuza was being manipulated, because then his shadow clone got the information from the goons and stuff. And Gato is on the bridge, talking, doing a speech and stuff like this. And he told Tazuna that Zabuza that he wasn't even gonna pay him. He was hoping that the Leaf Ninjas killed him, but apparently they're so soft. Blah blah blah, shit like this. You know what I mean? With Naruto, getting angry, and a little bit of his chakra then seeping out. With Zabuza standing on his feet, very injured to be exact. Decided his life ain't worth shit. Can I decapitate the motherfucker? With Naruto stating, no, I still have pent up rage and I can't take it out of y'all guys. Y'all guys are good guys. Y'all guys are my guys. And as soon as he finished saying, he didn't say it like that, just think about how he would have said it. As soon as he finished saying something, he was behind Gato with with his hand behind Gato's neck, grasping it, and he tells him, Gato, to tell his men to drop down their arms or you'll be walking without a head. And Gato, being stubborn, states, kill this fool. And as he finished saying that, his body fell to the ground, but his head was still in the air. Kakashi, seeing this, couldn't believe what just happened, because this is the arm, this is the Parasite arm. The Parasite arm, did some jutsu type thing. Not jutsu, he didn't do jutsu. He just hardened Naruto's skin and decapitated Gato, like blood starts spraying. Naruto turning around with Gato in his hand, and at the end of it, since it was still kind of foggy, at the end of it, when the fog subsided, there was about 100 dead bodies on the floor with Naruto covered in blood and stuff. Kakashi's like, is Ninetale free? I did sense it earlier. Naruto turned around and be like, Kakashi, I went a little too far. And really, he's like, like I said, something happened where Naruto's emotion flows to the Parasite, and if Parasite acts out certain deed. Later on, we will be controlling this. Naruto will do some meditation in order to, fix that and stuff. Anyway, so the bridge finally gets built. It was named the Great Naruto Bridge. Also, the villagers, the Whirlpool villagers, or the Land of Whale villagers, did kind of give up on Gato's bullshit and stuff. And when they got the information from the goons that Naruto's clone beat up, they were like, appalled. They was like, Tazuna is risking his life to make our community a better place, and this Gato fella is trying to fuck that up and stuff, you know what I mean? So they did come over to the bridge and stuff, and they saw all of, the bodies and stuff. They were frightened and stuff, but they saw, they saw Tazuna praising Naruto, like, thank you, we could finally, in honor of you, Naruto, when the bridge is finally built, it will be called the Great Naruto Bridge, Naruto. Then the entire village yelled, Naruto, Naruto, and stuff like this. Naruto's feeling very happy because where he came from, that shit wouldn't have been possible. He got beat, he got starved, he got nigga, and stuff. So Naruto is feeling that love, that heart. The parasite is like, oh, what is this sensation? With Naruto's hand, just wiggling up and stuff, because Naruto's emotion of joy and happiness, or let's say his emotion flows to what is his faces, the parasite and stuff, you know what I mean, and stuff. So the Great Naruto Bridge was successfully completed. Naruto went back to Konoha, debriefed the third Hokage and stuff like this, and requested, because then earlier the parasite did requested knowledge, like when they get back to their village, can he read up on some certain stuff, because he did read a lot of he did read a lot of scrolls from the Whirlpool, and he's gradually gaining intelligence and stuff like this. And he stole some scrolls from out of Kakashi's packs and stuff, and Naruto is doing his thing, and the parasite is learning more jutsu. So yeah, right. So what I mean by the parasite's doing his thing, they stole the scroll of sealing after arriving back at Konoha on 3 different occasions, and they broke into the library on 4 different occasions, and they broke into the Hokage's manor on 2 different occasion. It would have been a 3rd time, but they got caught and stuff. So the parasite has already assimilated the knowledge of this particular universe, to be exact, or this particular world, or this particular village. Basically, they have information from other villages as well. So the parasite is an already knowledgeable and stuff in basic arts of ninjutsu and genjutsu. I mean, not genjutsu, ninjutsu and taijutsu in it of himself, because Naruto did come up with an idea where he would summon a shadow clone and have the parasite take full control of the shadow clone, and they do their training stuff and stuff. So they did take the Rasengan, the Flying Raijin, the Flying Thunder God, and the Gale Force Palm, and jutsu. They took a lot of jutsu with them training throughout a span of a year, mastering the Rasengan and the Flying Thunder God and stuff at this moment, right? And a few other jutsu, minor jutsu. So we get into where Kakashi is now, because Kakashi is now telling them about the Chunin exam, which will be happening in a month time. And Naruto is like really excited because he really wants to show off his new techniques, and he has one particular technique he wants to show off that he developed himself. You know what I mean? So they get the debrief. They met up with other ninjas. Kono and Naruto still met up with Konohamaru and stuff like this in teaching him, rather than teaching him the sexy shadow clone jutsu and the sexy jutsu in because he still does that shit and stuff. So they met Gara and stuff like this, with Gara not even panning on Sasuke's. He didn't recognize Sasuke as the strongest. You know what I mean? Naruto did some taijutsu that Sasuke didn't even see himself. You know what I mean? Not Naruto did some kind of and Tanjiro or whatever that fucker name is, drift back a little bit and stuff, with Gara asking Naruto what's his name, and Naruto declared his name, and Gara declared his name, and they both went their separate ways. You know what I mean? So the training montage happened for the month, blah blah blah. Because then they're already there. All the tunings that are going to be taking the tuning exam is there a month ahead of time. They're just walking and just respecting and obeying rules and laws and regulation of the shit. So yeah, so we finally get into the debriefing of the tuning exam. The little sexy teacher with the badonkadons that in Boruto turned the fucking lord. Why did they do that shit? Why did they make her a boom and fucking when she was a bang and what was that saying? Oh yeah, I wanted to smash that teacher too, the snake teacher or some shit. But anyway, if I do ever make a what if Kevin Carnage got transported into Naruto, that shit's gonna be a lot of rape scenes. Even if Haku's a dude, I'll rape them. Don't demonetize me. Stop. So anyway, so they got the debrief. They went into the forest of death. Similar shits happened in canon, but what's different is that the Team 7 takes care of it rather quickly and easily. So no difficulty was given there, with them being the second people to reach the middle, or the middle of the forest of that, where the building was and stuff, and they got their fucking they briefing from the guy. Third Hokage shows up. Oh, the other people, a lot of them died. Worms, rat bats, some big ass wolves, some fucking spiders that sucks out chakra. So majority of the people didn't make it out of the forest of death, with them still being too much people to enter the tuning exam, so they had to have a preliminary tuning exam with the fight ensuing and stuff. So it still goes as is. Sakura and that girl, that guy and that guy, and Sasuke, like I said, defeating his opponent easier. So Team 7 in a whole is gotten way stronger thanks to Naruto's influence and stuff, and with him taking care of majority of the missions, of the baby missions, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. Stuff. So Sasuke picked up on this and trained even harder. Sakura, seeing Sasuke trained harder. So Sakura is still fucking simp. Right. So the tuning exams get on the way with Naruto fighting Kiba. It's Kiba, right? What's Kiba? Yeah, Naruto fighting Kiba, and Naruto is like, yo, this is a great time to unveil that new technique. Yo, Naruto then, did they got his speech. Kiba, being very, very cocky. Landing a few blows with Naruto allowing him. Remember, I did some air quotation there, right? Allowing him to successfully land a few blows, because Naruto needs himself to be, not needs himself, but he wants to give himself a handicap. You know what I mean? He decided to give himself a handicap with Kiba landing a few successful blows. And Naruto, he wasn't making it obvious that he was deliberately allowing Kiba to fight. I mean, land some blow, but the Hokage and the higher ninjas, they noticed, and they didn't say nothing. They was like, is this a strategy? Weird strategy. And Naruto finally, lands a hit on, Kiba. Not hard enough to knock him out, stuff. Just hard enough to, confuse him on what's happening, with Naruto getting a few distance. Now, it's time. Is this Naruto? Now it's time. This is a technique I developed myself. I want to unveil it today. Naruto then got on all fours, pushing his chakra to the limit. You know what I mean? Suddenly, his hands changed in the middle. Them freaking out. I was like, what's going on? Naruto's hand. This is the Parasite changing, because Naruto's technique requires that all four of his feet and hand on the ground, and so the Parasite has to do the hand sides. You know what I mean? So they're wondering, what is that? But it's not his. It's just a piece of appendages sticking out. You know what I mean? And stuff. So the Parasite does the hand sign, and Naruto got enveloped in blue. He's over there chakra, but he compressed it a little bit more so that he could be seen weaker, and he got enveloped by his blue chakra, and the blue chakra is now taking a familiar form, but they've never seen this form in such a way. Naruto has just imitated the form of the nine-tailed fox using nothing but his chakra. Everyone then stood up, and the crowd is like, what's going on? The nine-tailed fox! Ah! He's screaming, and there's like, the stuff with the rest of the, ninjas flowing into the arena, thinking that Naruto did just release the nine-tailed fox, and stuff with Naruto is like really confused and noticed that like a lot of ninjas is heading his way. He's like, what's going on with them? Pulling out their kunai. They're just confused. They're not deliberately attacking Naruto to the point. They're just thinking, oh, the ninth tail is released. Get down there, stop him. Try not to make him make a mess of the situation. Now, there was someone in the crowd. Really fixated on Naruto. Gaara. Gaara's like, he's like me. How could this be? Blah, 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 situation. And Naruto is now in the arena defending himself, but he's not saying nothing yet. He finally said some stuff when Kakashi entered the fray. He's like, he turns around. He's like, Kakashi, what's happening? What's going on? And everyone stops like, huh? What? Wait, Naruto? Is Kakashi's like, yeah, this is my new technique. I kind of fucking figured, why? I have this immense chakra. Why can't I, do this, And this, chakra cloak allows me to, move faster and, waste less chakra. It's based, Naruto is explaining with everybody, the entire arena already fucking left, you know what I mean? They gone. Yup, listen. They left as soon as Naruto changed that chakra form into the Nine-Tails form. Everybody bolted, like everybody left. All the civilians, they gone. They're like, gone. And stuff. So the third Hokage, the land, the sand Hokage, which is Orochimaru, blah, yes, came down to see Naruto explaining himself, and suddenly a distraction in the background happens. Gaara is walking into the arena. The third Hokage, the Kazukage, the Mitsukage is. I'm not sure. I just said them all because then I'm not sure which one the Sand Ninja Kage is. I forgot. So there's 3 Kages there. Came in and stuff, and Orochimaru is trying to signal because he already killed that guy. Orochimaru is trying to signal Gaara that the plan, no, and that Genjutsu that put everyone to sleep didn't get activated and stuff, and Orochimaru's like, no, back up, back up, and Gaara is still approaching and stuff, and he finally arrives to a point good enough to him, and he yells out Naruto's name like with a voice of anger, pain, and anguish. No, man, my boy be mad, not just mad. He be mad, as then, he does the sleeping possum jutsu, and Coco, or the one-tail beast, emerged from him, and Naruto is still in his fucking, 9-tail cloak, and he then grabs his people that are around him, the third Hokage, Kazekage, Mitsukage, with his tails, and he leaps out of there because Gaara was aiming a punch at them. So this is where we're going to be leaving this up. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. As I said, the thumbnail was created by Six Meister of the Meister Clan. Link will be in the description with others such as Lord Titan, Kid Zeus of Kid Zeus Studios, Zoku Meister Lee, and Meister number 8, just to name a few. These are what if creators that I think are amazing. Go to their links and tell them the Carnage Man sent you. Also, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to tinkle that bell icon just to get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Me. Next thing towards it, my Discord and TikTok are in the link below. If you want to see that short animation or me having a karate session with my dog, go over to my TikTok page. If you want help, have a conversation, just talk up, help me, come up with better ideas or what if, my Discord is down there as well. Don't be afraid to talk to a nigga ain't biting. I ain't biting, bruh. Don't be afraid, bruh. Anyway, so, yeah. This is your unfriendly red rat neighbor, Kevin Carnage, and I'll see you in the next one. Holla at a nigga, say whoop. No, say some shit.